Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. It's lunchtime, which means it's sandwich time. Toasted wheat bread, delicatessen, mustard, 5 pickles, a slice of provolone cheese, and 6 slices of ham. That is how Stephen George makes a lunch sandwich. One of the major things we need to do today is record mail, which means I guess that I need to shave. Better. We almost always record mail at night, specifically because we don't want any light bleeding in from the windows. Anytime that comes in, that's not a great thing. So we're just going to put up all of the blinds and cover the light as much as possible so we can have controlled lighting. Because we're recording this on a Saturday, we can't wait until night because that's when we do our group recordings for Stephen and Friends. So we want to record this now, but we don't want to have to adjust the exposure on the camera too much. So we're just going to cover everything up we can and then get started on mail. So we just finished recording mail, and it seems like Mal is happily enjoying one of the things that we received, which is one of those like old school like handheld video games that's got like 1,000 games in one, and it makes all of these really satisfying beep boop noises, which I'm sure you can hear back there. One of the interesting things about this particular mail video is that generally Dan and I use Dropbox to exchange files with one another. When we record something, we send it over to Dan through Dropbox, and he gets back the completed file to us through Dropbox. But when we shoot something with the Blackmagic camera, we can't do that. I mean, we could, but it would take forever because the files are so huge. We've been using a drive that I've had. Actually, this is from a long time ago. I think Emil gave me this specific drive whenever he gave us the Wii U to use for external storage. Turns out that this wasn't even compatible with the Wii U, but we've actually had a lot of use out of it otherwise. But it's a 500 gig drive, and generally I'll put the material we shoot on it and then give it to Dan at lunch, and then he gives it back to me at some point in the near future. But for this particular mail video, it was bigger than 500 gigs, so I had to get a different drive. Fortunately, I have another small drive like that is a terabyte, so I'm currently loading it on there now. Yeah, that's one of the things, man. These videos, they're big when they're shot on the Blackmagic. I love the quality, and I'm very happy with the camera, but that's one of the downsides when you're working with an editor, is that, trying to get the footage to Dan it can be ever so slightly cumbersome. For dinner tonight, we're heating up the barbacoa that we made the other day, the tacos, and man, there's so much. It's one of the benefits of making tacos is almost assuredly you're going to wind up with leftovers multifold. We're going to have leftovers tonight, but then we're probably also going to have leftovers for lunch, and if we're honest, like possibly dinner tomorrow as well. Once we get these eaten up, then it's time for Saturday game night. So I was hoping to record something for Stephen and Friends tonight, but it didn't happen as we still didn't have enough people around. Usually we have the opposite problem, where we have too many people, and we're like, oh crap, we have too many people for a conventional game. We need to play something that has unlimited people, like Broken Picture Phone, etc. But lately we've had an issue where we've had too few people. So instead we just chatted for a while, and then a few of us actually played Left 4 Dead 2. And to be honest, it's been a hot minute since we played Left 4 Dead, and it's fun. It's really fun. It's wild to think that this game's been out nearly 10 years now, but it has, and we put hundreds of hours into this game, especially in the first, 2 years, and it all comes back to you. It's a little bit like riding a bike, and the game's fun. We only played a 4-player campaign, and we didn't record it for Stephen and Friends. It was just for fun, but it reminded me of how fun this game is and how incredibly enjoyable it can be when you play 8-player. And now that Dan's got a nice computer that can capture his side of the screen, I'm thinking maybe we'll try and do versus in Left 4 Dead. We'll put Dan and myself on different teams, So in any given round, you can see both the survivors and the monsters, and we can swap back and forth. I think that'd be really cool. So maybe in the near future we'll do that. I don't know if we'll ever get Left 4 Dead 3 because it seems that Valve can't count that high, but Left 4 Dead 2, a decade later, still a very fun game to play. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?